On this episode of Lapeef Let's Talk,
What I'm saying, it's protecting your child enough to understand that they don't understand what dating is, and you can like somebody, that's good. My daughter is 6, thinks a boy is cute in her school. She's supposed to, and she's supposed to at 15. That's normal. But if I'm letting her out to be with a boy, no, I'm not. And I know it's not the same as far as with smoking weed, but she might want to try that. Mom, I'm curious about this. Well, do it under my, no, that's not going to happen. And if you try, you're going to have to go through hurdles. But as your mom, I have a standard in my house and in my home. Your ass is at school. You're going to be playing soccer, track, cheerlead. I don't even want her to cheerlead, quite frankly. But she's going to be doing other things that's going to keep her mind hopefully off boys and doing all that. Like somebody, but you ain't no coming in my house at 15 talking about what's up with your daughter. Nothing.
Boundaries and having the conversation. You really need to have that conversation with your seed. And it ain't about you lording over them. It ain't about being on your head. My daughter, she was involved in Kung Fu. She took jujitsu, right? We always kept saying something. She was always involved in something. That girl speaks two languages outside, and she speaks French and Mandarin right now. Why we make it seem like instead of asking the right questions, like, man, how'd y'all do that? Or how did your pops, like, how did he do that? He raised 2 that went to Tri-Cities and was virgins until they got married, a boy and a girl. Nobody's asking like, yo, how did they do it? It's nope. Kids, they gonna go out here and they gonna sneak and freak anyway. So I'd rather make sure they have a roll of condoms. I just gave you the green light. I just gave you the green light. I let you know that when you're ready, because you can make that decision. When you're ready, I want you to be prepared. Right? That's not how I run my house, man. It's not. We focus. We on task and we on purpose. Right? So the thing with Diddy, the thing with the way this question is posed, I don't understand what an overprotective father is if he's functioning as the protector of that house. What's overprotective? Because that's not a knock on you, JR. The way you
I'm gonna say I was gonna get K next in there. Just want to put it out there. Let me get K in this.
Yeah, because people sit up there and think because your dad is protecting you and you not getting your way, he's overprotective. But you never start to think like, what is he protecting me from that I can't see down the road? What is he training or developing me? What is he investing in me to be ultimately? Right. So, that's my take on it, man. Okay, you can go ahead.
And I want to say something after Kay.
Right. I think that Logic, made some really good points. Having that communication, building that trust with your kids, I think is really important so that you can guide them through situations that they're going to encounter at some point. That's not saying, oh, I'm just going to send my kids out with these other kids and let them do whatever. No, it's talking about boundaries. It's talking about what they should and should not be doing. It's making sure that they are educated around certain topics because it's scary, the things that some kids think. Like they have no one to talk to, no one to ask, and they just sit amongst themselves, like looking up the wrong things online, talking to each other with a whole bunch of misinformation, and it's dangerous. So if you want your children, to not sneak around, and I'm not saying all kids are going to always be sneaking, do something, but I just think that you're setting them up for a better outcome instead if you are communicating with them and helping them through age appropriate things. Like if somebody has a little crush when they're 14 and you're like, no, now your kid is going to probably shut down and not want to talk to you about anything. And they're going to talk to somebody. It's just not going to be you. And then you don't have control there anymore. So overprotective, yes, I think like Rilla said, what does that even mean? I think the connotation sometimes is like ruling with the iron fist, like you said, Rilla. But overprotective doesn't have to be that. It just can be, making sure that you're fully aware of your kids' situations that they're in, and that your kids have someone to come to that actually cares about and loves them in a way that, you know, only parents, not only, but mainly parents can. So yeah, I don't believe in the whole like just shut everything your kid says down if it's not something that you think they should be thinking about at a certain age.
Go ahead, Courtney. I know you want to jump in.
Yeah. I think it's a balance. I definitely agree, Caleb, Kay, with open communication and speaking about things, making sure your child feel comfortable and coming to you with things. That doesn't mean I'm going to allow her to be with a boy at 15. And I'm not. I think as a parent, again, especially with little girls, their daddy is the covering. And then the next man that covers her is her husband. Men complain so much about women, and women think this of men. It's because they started early, got their feelings hurt early, and then they had 16 hurt feelings, 18 hurt feelings, 20 hurt feelings, then wonder why she's bitter at 25, 26. Well, she's been dating for 10 years at 25. So as a father, you want to create and as a mother, a daughter that's going to be a wife. And we say all the time, where I want my wife to not body count. And I don't want her to be so experienced, and I want her to create it for me. Okay. But you starting her off and having her out there at 15, not understanding her body and hormones and being with a boy that's hormonal and they sneaking. No, that's not going on in my house. Now, if you're going to try to jump hurdles and stuff, I mean, you're going to have to do a whole lot to get out this house, baby. But I'm not going to make it easy for a 15-year-old girl to try to date, not understanding what dating is, already going to mess up, starts trauma there at 15, and then wonder why she think boys and men ain't nothing at 25. Because we're playing this dating stuff. The emotions. It ain't a plaything. These datings, getting intimate with someone, it's not for play. And so I don't want my child playing with something that's meant for adults.
I think
it doesn't make her
hold
green.
on, okay, because I know Kayla raised her hand. Go ahead, Kayla. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Courtney. You want to finish real quick?
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
Kayla.
finish up, Courtney.
So that's what I'm saying. It's protecting your child enough to understand that they don't understand what dating is. And you can like somebody, that's good. My daughter is 6, thinks a boy is cute in her school. She's supposed to. And she's supposed to at 15. That's normal. But if I'm letting her out to be with a boy, no, I'm not. And I know it's not the same as far as with smoking weed, but she might want to try that. Mom, I'm curious about this. Well, do it under no, that's not going to happen. And if you try, you're going to have to go through hurdles. But as your mom, I have a standard in my house and in my home. Your ass is at school. You're going to be playing soccer, track, cheerlead. I don't even want her to cheerlead, quite frankly. But she's going to be doing other things that's going to keep her mind hopefully off boys and doing all that. Like somebody, but you ain't no coming in my house at 15 talking about what's up with your daughter. You got nothing.